Stop scrolling for a second. Because no matter what happens in Nigeria, no matter the exchange rate, fuel price, elections, or online drama, one business never crashes: food. Think about it. People can stop buying phones, they can delay building houses, they can even postpone weddings, but nobody, and I mean nobody, can postpone eating. That's why food is Nigeria's most stable business. Let me explain this like your guy would. Every single morning, over 200 million Nigerians wake up with the same problem. What are we eating today? Not next year, not when things get better, today. And that daily question is the engine behind one of the strongest, most reliable economies in the country. When the naira drops, food still sells. When jobs disappear, people still eat. When inflation hits, demand doesn't vanish, it adjusts. That's stability. Here's the part most people don't think about. Food doesn't depend on vibes, it depends on survival. Rice, gari, beans, yam, tomatoes, pepper, meat, fish, bread. These aren't trends, they're necessities. You don't need to convince people to buy food, you just need to make it available. And Nigeria? Nigeria runs on food markets. From mile 12 to Ogbete, from Bodija to Wuse, from small village stalls to massive urban markets. Food moves every single day, rain or shine, boom or recession. Even when money is tight, food is the last thing people cut. They'll downgrade phones, they'll cancel subscriptions, they'll wear the same clothes longer, but they'll still buy food. Maybe smaller quantities, maybe cheaper options, but they won't stop buying. That's why food businesses survive where others collapse. Now let's talk numbers, without sounding boring. Food demand in Nigeria resets daily. There's no once and done. If you sell food today, you sell again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. That repeat cycle is powerful. Compare that to fashion, or electronics, or even real estate. Food doesn't wait for seasons of confidence, it rides seasons of hunger. And here's the real secret sauce. Food has layers: farming, processing, transportation, storage, wholesale, retail, cooking, street food, restaurants. If one layer gets tough, another opens up. Can't farm? Trade. Can't trade? Process. Can't process? Cook. Can't open a restaurant? Sell by the roadside. Food always creates an entry point. That's why during hard times, people don't stop hustling food, they enter it. Now add Nigeria's population to the mix. A fast-growing, young, urbanizing population. More mouths, more cities, more demand. And food doesn't scale slowly, it scales immediately. One pot becomes 2, one freezer becomes 3. One delivery bike becomes a small fleet. No long waiting period, no complex adoption curve. You sell food today, you feel demand today. And yes, prices change, margins stretch and squeeze, but the market never disappears. That's the difference. Food businesses don't rely on optimism, they rely on routine. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. 3 guaranteed demand windows. Every day, for life. That's why even during Nigeria's toughest years, food traders were still standing. Tired, stressed, but standing. Because food doesn't care about headlines. It only responds to hunger. So if you're ever wondering why food sellers keep surviving, why markets never sleep, why there's always someone selling rice at 10 p.m., now you know. In Nigeria, food isn't just business. It's the most reliable system we have. And as long as people wake up hungry tomorrow, food will always sell.